Hello, welcome to Wellington High School for the 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Star event. My name is Yulin Ralston, former wrestler, and my co-host today is also former wrestler from Southview High School, Jose Torres. We're going to be bringing you the matches with a full night of events. There's going to be Hall of Fame inductions. Also, 2012 Wrestler of the Year is going to be named here. You're going to be receiving the Paul Reynolds Trophy, which is a big honor for any high school wrestler. So we got a fun-filled night ahead of us and a lot of great wrestling.
Yes, we do. We got a lot of good guys, a lot of them district qualifiers, state placers. It's going to be an interesting night of wrestling. Looking forward to it.
Brittany, what are you reading?
The History of Lorain City Schools. It's a pretty interesting book. You should read it.
What a wonderful idea. I think I will too.
Hey, what's good, y'all?
Shh.
Wow, I just want to know what y'all were reading. Oh, the history of Lorain City Schools?
Johnny, I'm really starting to feel this book.
You too? I thought it was just me.
Hey, what are you guys doing? This is the library.
But Killian,
Sit down
you
already.
don't understand.
Yeah, it's this book, Titan Enterprise wrote on Lorain City Schools. It just makes you want to dance.
Just read it.
You're right.
What's going on in here? Don't you know this is a library?
Said the same thing.
It's the book.
Just read it. Just read it.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So that's how you drop
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Nip it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Welcome back to the 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Tournament. We're coming to you live from Wellington High School. My name is Yulin Ralston and my co-host Jose Torres are going to be bringing you the coverage for the top wrestlers in the county. We see as they enter the gym, it's like a little bit of confusion.
They had some come in from one door and some come in from the other door.
I think they got it right now. I like the idea. Change it up a little bit. So as you see in front of you, we got 3 mats. In the middle mat, we're going to have the championship matches for the first and second place wrestlers. On the mat to the left, mat number 2, that's going to be for the third and fourth place wrestlers. And on the mat to the far right, that is going to be for the fifth and sixth place wrestlers tonight.
One of my biggest passions in life is animals. That's why I've worked with Morris Animal Foundation for over 40 years. Morris Animal Foundation is a world leader in helping animals live longer, healthier lives. You can too. Just show your support at morrisanimalfoundation.org.
To help cats, dogs, horses, and wildlife live healthier lives, visit morrisanimalfoundation.org, where we are advancing science that will create a healthier tomorrow for animals.
And here we go. Looks like we're finally ready to get started here.
Last minute technicalities out of the way.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to do an induction of the officials here.
Jeff Black, Sean Petty, Tom Bauer, Rick Davis, R.J. Hickey, Brian Callinger, Randy Green, Ray Anthony, Dan Ass, Paul Demko. Here, ladies and gentlemen, in his 51st year, in his last year of officiating wrestling, Don Wade, the man in the red.
That was Don Wade. They were introducing, retiring after 51 years of refereeing.
Got a spiffy red jacket on there, too.
He wants to stand out.
Well, to start the night off, we're going to have the 106-pound wrestlers go, and the 106-pound division is sponsored by Nick Mayer Lincoln.
We'll start in a few minutes after warm-up. On the center mat will be Dominic Diaz of Lorain, Dakota Walker of Amherst. Chris and second will be wrestled on the middle mat. Third and fourth will be wrestled to the mat to my left, which is mat 3. The mat 2 will be fifth and sixth mat to the south end. So let's begin. Mat 1, Dominic Diaz, Lorain, Dakota Walker, Amherst. Mat 2, Jacob Downs, Wellington, Nathan Hirsch, Columbia. Mat 3, Nick Mayer, Avon Lake, Alex Sumac.
Getting underway here, 106 pounds, first and second place here. We're going to have Dominic Diaz of Lorain. He was district, he was a state alternate. He will be wrestling Dakota Walker from Amherst.
And because this is just an all-star event, the periods are going to be only a minute and a half. Dominic's working for a 2-on-1 here on the edge of the mat. Go out of bounds, start over.
Should be 2 right there on the edge of the mat. Oh, he called him out.
Yeah, it was a nice attempt. Nice takedown attempt. Walker's a tall wrestler here. It's going to be hard to get in close on him.
Dom Diaz tried to hit a duck there.
Walker's doing a good job with his hands defense, not letting Dom get anywhere near his legs.
There's a change in the program at 113. Scratch, Christian Lotander, Devin Briggs and Pilot moves up to mat 1. Mike Cobb moves up, wrestling forward, third and fourth.
15 seconds left in the first period. Score is still 0-0.
End of the first period right there. Score still 0-0.
Diaz's choice, and he chooses to go back neutral. In on the leg. Needs to hop this hip.
Working on stepping over.
Wants to do is hook that leg, and there it is. Turn on top.
There it is.
2 takedown. It makes the score 2-0 now with a minute to go in the second period. Dom's doing a nice job of riding tight. He got a lot of pressure on him now, working for a turn.
Dom's working on the arm bar now.
There's a tilt. See if she can elevate the legs high enough to get some back points. There's short time left, 15 seconds left in the second period. And time. Score is 2-0 as we go to the third period. In the second period there, Diaz did a really good job of riding Walker.
Yes, he did. Once he got that takedown, he didn't have no space, wouldn't let him up.
A lot of pressure and stayed really, really tight.
Walker had a choice on to start this third period. He chose for Dom Diaz to go down.
You know, they say when a wrestler chooses to the top position, he has a trick up his sleeve.
And right there, he went straight to throw the boots in, too.
You got those long limbs, which are going to be perfect for that boot ride.
Diaz is going to have to get up quick, catch the feet as they're coming in.
Well, they're in. He's keeping a good base, trying to shake them off. Get him.
He's trying to stretch him out here.
Up. Diaz wants. There you go. He's doing a good job of holding his base, not letting Walker control his arms.
Back to his base.
Maybe work for a stalemate here.
Diaz is doing a great job of defense here. 15 seconds to go in the period. Looked like Walker's was reaching for a cradle there. Dom's trying to shake him, Diaz trying to shake him loose.
And that'll do it.
Diaz wins 2-0 on a great defense down.
Dominic Diaz, your 106-pound Lorain County Wrestling All-Star champ. What a nice way to finish his senior season. Next up, we're going to have the 113-pound weight class, which is sponsored by Cobal's Insurance. In the center mat for the championship, we're going to have Evan Collier of North Ridgeville wrestling Aiden Wander from Brookside. And for third and fourth place on the man.
That's a correction on that one. Championship match, we're going to have Devin Ray from Firelands going against Evan Collier from North Ridgeville. Third and fourth place match will be Michael Kopp from Lorain against Aiden Wonder of Brookside. And for fifth and sixth, we will have Jacob Corsino from Clearview, and Marcus Cruz got in as an alternate from Lorain.
So we got two Lorain representatives for this weight class.
Try to keep an eye on both these matches, the third and fourth.
Michael's in on an early shot.
It's the switch to a double.
Ref called a stalemate there. Start him back up.
The Cops in there on another single again. Needs to walk into it.
Looks like he got extended on those last 2 shots. Might want to work to, as you said, walk into the leg, suck it in, so to speak.
Ref calls another stalemate.
Now Wonder's in on his own shot attempt. Michael doing a good job of defense with a wizard and a crossface. Oh.
And got on him with a 2.
Nice crossface.
Kopp throws the legs in.
Gives the score to 2-0 with 15 to go in the first period.
So here, Mike's got the, Kopp's got the boots in. He's got to watch himself here. Time expires.
Got himself into a little trouble there, but no points awarded.
Second period. Choice goes to Kopp. Lorain, he's going to choose down.
He's worked himself into almost a carry position. Looks like he's working for a fireman's here. A nice job of switching to a single.
Graham steps over the leg.
Well, there you go. Switch to a double. There you go.
Reversal 2 for Kopp. Score 4-0 Lorain. Wonder catches his leg as he tries to put him in. Reverses him back.
And sticks the leg in of his own.
Looks like he's trying to work. He's got the leg in. Looks like he's trying to work an arm bar to a tilt. Kopp's doing a great defense.
Yeah. What Wonder's trying to do here is trying to, really stretch that arm out and stick it behind his head. This way he can lean back and get some back points. But Mike's fighting tough.
Stalemate. Eight seconds left in the second period. 4-2 in favor of Lorain. That is the end of the second, with Lorain up 4-2. Wonder from Brookside has the choice here, and he chooses to put Lorain down.
Guess he thinks he's going to turn Michael this period.
Same match we just saw.
And Michael's back in on the leg.
Working on that reversal. Get his head out here.
Wrestlers are definitely in a scramble situation here. What Kopp would like to do is probably take the Brookside wrestler straight back onto his back and elevate the leg.
Ref just called stalling on Lorain.
It's an interesting call there.
He's been the aggressor, working to get out of the position.
There you go. Get your leg free and just keep walking back.
15 seconds left in the match. Looks like he should be given 2 here.
Nice crossface by Kopp. And got his reversal.
2 reversal.
That'll bring the match to an end with a score of 6-2 in favor of Michael Kopp of Lorain. So Michael's gonna go home with the third place award.
Next up, the 120-pound, sponsored by Nick Abraham Automotive. Wrestling for first and second, we have Mark Matos from Amherst, placed 8th in state this past weekend. Bobby Veda, North Ridgeville. For third and fourth, from Lorain, we have Xavier Edwards versus Vinny Lupico of Midview. And on the fifth and sixth is going to be Brandon Bellman, Brookside, and Clay Hartley from Keystone. This is going to be an interesting matchup here for Lorain and Midview. These two have met a couple times already, wrestling through the year.
Wrestling on mat 1 from Amherst, Mark Matos, Amherst, Bobby Vita,
So they have to check into the table.
mat 2, Brandon Bellman, Brookside, Clay Hartley, Keystone. On mat 3, Javier Edwards, Lorain, Vinny Lupico, Midview.
All right, I think they're all ready to get going here.
Please report to the winner's series.
Edwards of Lorain in on a single. Took the wrestler's shoe off. That's not something you see every day.
Yeah, I would like to say that Edwards, a district qualifier this year, as a freshman. He's only a freshman.
Let's throw that arm by to free it up. Midview doing a good job of hanging on here, scrambling out of it.
Fourth place, Harrison Wonder, Brookside. Third place, Mike Kopp of Lorain.
And 2 points scored by the Edwards of Lorain in a quick escape.
And first place, Wonder 113.
Getting the score 2-1 with 30 seconds left to go in the first period.
Gives up 2 there. 15 seconds left in the first period. Tries to roll out of it.
Be careful, don't want to give any back points up there.
After the first, it's Midview 3, Lorain 2.
Midview to first to Xavier, and Edwards chooses to go back neutral to start the second period. Still neutral.
Edwards in deep on a deep double there.
Nice.
Takedown.
Looks like he's working a cradle. Looks like he has it locked up.
Your award will be given to you at the end after the heavyweight.
He has plenty of time.
Yep.
Should be getting back points here.
Has it in there pretty tight. The Midview wrestler's shoulder is actually stuck, so I don't see a pin coming from here, but
3 near fall.
definitely got his job done. Oh, and a nice stack. score now is 7-3 in favor of Edwards of Lorain. 20 seconds to go in the
Working
second
another
period.
cradle. Looks like he's going to,
Edwards is another one of those wrestlers who has long limbs, so cradles are an ideal move for that body type.
he's got to watch himself here. Ref gives him 2 more near fall. That's going to take the score to 9-3 going to the third in favor of Lorain. Edwards with another stack. Looks like he's going right back to that cradle.
There you go. Nice job of putting his head into the side there. So hopefully get those shoulders flat on the mat.
Benny Lupico from Indio. His grade point had 3.96. He was third in West Shore, third in Bedford, third in Columbia, second in Wellington, fourth in the Knights of Columbus, second in Columbia, and second in West Shore.
Edwards is staying with that cradle.
Looks like the ref has 3 back points to award him as soon as a move changes here. There. And there they are.
He awards it. He did break that cradle, but then went right back to it. Scores 12-3 in favor of Edwards from Lorain. 10 seconds left in the match.
And that'll do it. Xavier Edwards finishes in 3rd place at the Lorain County Wrestling All-Stars with a score of 12-3. That's 3 wins in a row for Lorain. They're getting off to a really good start tonight. And I guess they're going to have a presentation of some Hall of Fame inductees for 2012. So we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be right back at the Lorain County Wrestling All-Stars in Wellington High School.
Hey, guys.
The strongest families are built one moment at a time. For more ways to make every day count, visit facebook.com/makeeverydaycount.
Welcome back to 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Meet at Wellington High School. Right now we're in the 3rd period of the championship match for the 126-pound weight class, sponsored by Nick Mayer of Lincoln. And wrestling, we have William Spangler from Keystone, who finished 5th in the state in Division III, wrestling against Division I wrestler from Lorain, who is a state qualifier, Johnny Spinkston. Score right. Oh.
Yeah, score right now currently is 2-2.
Got about a minute left in this 3rd period. Spinkston working a crossface cradle.
He's got to get out there and walk around with it. Spinkston's trying, he kept walking it around.
"15 seconds left. Looks like we might be seeing overtime this match.
That'll end the third period. Scored. Gave one green.
I think he was telling
1 minute. 1
yeah,
minute.
1 minute.
Going into overtime.
First takedown wins.
Gets around there.
2.
And Lorain gets the 2. End of the match.
Nice sneak around.
Final score 4-2 in favor of Johnny Spinkston from Lorain.
And he is your 126-pound Lorain County Wrestling All-Star champ. Lorain's won their first 4 matches of the night. Wrestlers must have been prepared for today. Next up, at 132-pound weight class, sponsored by Wellington American Legion. On the championship mat in the middle, we're going to have Anton Edwards from Lorain, a senior who is a state alternate, wrestling against Brian Spangler from Keystone, who is also a senior and placed 8th in the state this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, I call your attention to the center of the mat. This is the time for our presentation for the Hall of Fame.
Before we get into the 132-pound weight class, we're actually now going to have the inductions to the 2012 Hall of Fame. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back at the Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Meet.
This neighborhood sure has changed a lot over the years. You know, there was a time when people like me couldn't live here. I will never forget being told I wasn't welcome in this neighborhood. Well, I own this building now. The Fair Housing Act made a difference for someone like me, so I can choose where I want to live, free from discrimination. Glad you could make it. Right this way.
Welcome back to the 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Meet. We're back to the center mat for the championship bout, where Lorain High Titan is going to be wrestling with Anton Edwards of Lorain, who's a senior, who was a state alternate this year, wrestling against Brian Spangler of Keystone, who finished 8th in the state.
Should be another good match here.
The Lorain High wrestlers have performed well tonight, winning their first 4 matches, have a few championships under their belt. Hopefully we'll be able to add on another one after this match.
Spangler in deep with a single.
Nothing yet. Good scramble by Edwards. Spangler does, however, have a cradle right now. Anton trying to sneak around the back.
He got there.
2 takedown for Edwards.
Neutral 1 for Spangler Keystone. Scores 2-1 in favor of Lorain.
Looks like Edwards attempted to throw there. Didn't work out too well. Spangler with a takedown and getting some back points here. Five seconds left. He's to hang on to the second period starts.
It's the end of the first period. It's going to be 6-3 in favor of Spangler from Keystone. 6-2, correction, 6-2. Spangler, Keystone wins choice. He chooses down.
Looks like Edwards worked for a cradle, got a little too far out in front. No, no escape yet. Oh, there it is. Back to neutral. 1 point to Keystone.
Score is now 7-2 in favor of Keystone. Take down Spangler from Keystone.
He had a nice little shot there. He was able to pick it up quick and make a nice trip. Working a bar arm now.
.30 seconds left in the second period here. It's 9-2 in favor of Spangler from Keystone.
Anton doing a good job of keeping his base, not giving up any back points.
Out of bounds with 7 seconds left in the second period. Got a caution on Lorain. End of the second period. 9-2 in favor of Keystone.
Edwards' choice, and he chooses to start the third period neutral. You have to work a little hard to make up this deficit. Watching Edwards, though, these past few years, he's a big move wrestler, so he has a few tricks up his sleeve that I'm sure he's looking to use here.
That he is, but with these shortened periods during the All-Stars, he's going to have to go soon.
Oh, yeah. Nice scramble by these two wrestlers.
And takedown 2, Keystone. Spangler extends his lead 11-2 with 20 seconds left in the third period.
Wrestlers go out of bounds with 5 seconds left to go in the match. Score is 11-2. And that'll do it. With a score of 11-2, the 132-pound Lorain County Wrestling champ will be Brian Spangler of Keystone. Anton Edwards of Lorain finishes with second, and not a bad accomplishment for his senior year.
Next up at 138 pounds, sponsored by the Greater Cleveland officials. For first and second place, we're going to have Eli Garcia from Lorain. He was state alternate versus Shane Lambert of Columbia, who was a district qualifier.
Wrestling on down 138-pound class, Eli Garcia, Lorain, Shane Lambert of Columbia. Wrestling for third and fourth, Alex Wonderman,
wrestlers filling each other out here to start the period off. Garcia doing a good job of his hands defense. And with a nice single. And a trip for a takedown. 2 points awarded to the Lorain wrestler to start the first period off.
It's a real nice single.
Garcia's doing a nice job of riding, staying really tight, putting a lot of pressure on the Columbia wrestler. He has a deep waist in there.
Working 20 seconds left in the first period. Still has that deep waist in there. At the end of the first period, Eli Garcia Lorain is up 2-0 on Shane Lambert from Columbia. Lambert wins choice, he defers. Eli Garcia of Lorain chooses neutral to start the second period.
Eli's doing a good job with his hands defense. The Columbia wrestler continues to attempt to get on his legs, but
he's in deep on another single.
Another takedown.
4-0 favor of Eli Garcia from Lorain. Eli lets him up. He gives Lambert from Columbia 1. Eli seems confident that he can take him down.
One thing we're going to notice with these wrestlers is 1 week off of practice and these matches become a little more tougher for them.
It's a nice duck under by Eli right there. Gets another takedown.
And straight to a tilt. Close, but didn't get any back points there. And that brings the second period to an end with a score of 6-1 in favor of Eli Garcia of Lorain.
Lambert, Columbia start the third period. He takes neutral. Lambert takes his shot. Eli blocks the arm. Garcia gets 2. Going right into another tilt. Score is 8-1 in favor of Garcia from Lorain. He lets Lambert up for another point. Makes score 8-2.
Eli looks to be in control of this match here. He's doing a nice job of controlling the ties, blocking the Columbia wrestler and opening up his offense instead of allowing the Columbia wrestler to work his. And in on another single is Eli.
Switches to a double. That's a takedown. In favor, 10 scores now 10-2 in favor of Garcia from Lorain. And that's what the final score will be at the end of the match. Eli Garcia is your Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Champion at 138 pounds.
And for the remainder of the 138-pound division, we'll take a look to mat 2 on our left, where we have Alex Parker of Elyria wrestling Ian Standen from Brookside with a score of 10-6. I believe Parker is in control of this match with 30 seconds left. He has a nice boot ride in. Pops the hip and is getting back points now.
That is 5 count, 10 seconds left in this match. Looks like it's 13-6 in favor of Parker from Elyria, and that's how the match will end.
So Alex Parker of Elyria winning and placing 5th in the 138-pound weight division. Next up, we're going to have the 145-pound wrestling weight class, sponsored by the Allstate Insurance. Wrestling for the championship from Brookside, we're going to have Matt Thomas against Isaac Payne of Midview. For 3rd and 4th, we're going to have Demetrius Harris of Lorain wrestling against Bryce Williams of Amherst. And for 5th and 6th place, we're going to have Derek Foster of Clearview wrestling against Jeremy King from Keystone.
And a correction to that match, that 3rd and 4th place match, Demetrius Harris of Lorain is going to be going against Derek Foster of Clearview. I don't know what happened with the other kids. They couldn't continue. There is not a 5th and 6th place match.
Okay, so we're going to take the action over to mat number 3 then, on our right-hand side.
And Demetrius Harris will be going against Derek Foster of Clearview for 3rd place. Harris in deep on a double.
Foster doing a nice job with some underhooks. Was able to jack him up off his legs. Just doing a good job of hand fighting. Harris with a nice high crotch. Foster's still able to work those underhooks as part of his defense. Harris might want to try to shoot with his arms in a little more to prevent the underhooks from happening. The wrestlers work back to the middle.
Nice defensive battle here going on.
Oh, yeah.
.20 seconds left in the first period. Score still 0-0. Harrison deep again. 2 seconds remain in the first period.
Like to see maybe an attempt on a trip next time Harris is in that situation.
End of the first period, it's 0-0. End of the first. Harris wins the toss. He defers to Foster of Clearview. Foster chooses neutral.
Foster in on his own shot attempt. Harris was able to stop it.
There's a lot of hand fighting going on, trying to gain position. Harrison again, Foster sprawls.
Foster's doing a good job of being able to get those underhooks in. Once he gets those in, Harris isn't able to penetrate anymore.
He's in again.
There it is.
He's got a single. And a great scramble by Foster again.
They're working.
15 seconds left in the second period.
And that'll bring the second period to an end with the score of 0-0. Harris chooses down to start the third period. Hopefully he'll be able to get his escape and get some points on the board.
Harris with a good first move, able to take hand control and get his escape.
Harris is up 1-0 now with a minute 15 left in the third period.
Still working all that hand control, hand fighting. Foster in deep with a single.
And finishes.
Gives him two. Looked like Harris was up before he had control of that.
Makes the score 2-1 in favor of Foster of Clearview. We have 25 seconds left in the third period. Harris is going to need an escape or maybe a reversal to get his 2 points.
And there's the reversal.
Nice. Harris puts himself back up by a point with 15 seconds left. Score 3-2. Needs to hang on for a victory and a third place finish tonight.
Looks like he's got the cradle locked up.
And that'll do it. Harris with a hard-fought win with a score of 3-2 over Foster of Clearview to finish in third place at the Lorain County Wrestling All-Stars. That was one of the more exciting matches of the night. Looks like they're going to pronounce the scholarship award winners for this year. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back at the 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Meet.
Plant inspiration. Provide youth with the creative tools and skills to cultivate it. And you'll be amazed at what can grow. Adobe Youth Voices and the Peapod Foundation. Learn more at plantandinspire.org.
Welcome back to the 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Meet. From Lorain, there is no 152-pound or 160-pound wrestler. So for these two weight classes, we're just going to cover the championship mat. And at 152 pounds, the weight class is sponsored by Ed Tomko Chrysler. And the wrestlers, we have CJ Bazinski from Amherst, a senior district qualifier. wrestling against Jim Emerson of Avon Lake, who is also a senior in district qualifier.
Got a minute left in the first period, and Bazinski from Amherst is up 2-1.
Bazinski on a single leg. Looks like he's working. He has it jacked up, working straight to a cradle. And he has it locked up.
He gets his 2.
Let's see him trying to. Up they go as they go out of bounds.
25 seconds left in the first. C.J. Bazinski from Amherst is up 4-1.
The Avon Lake wrestler is doing a good job of getting his feet, but Bazinski with a nice return. Avon Lake wrestler with a nice switch at the end of the period to score reversal. Score 2 points of his own, making the score 4-3 as we come to an end of the first period. Amherst leading this match by 1 point.
I believe Avon Lake won the toss. He deferred to Amherst. Amherst chooses down.
The Avon Lake wrestler looks to have a boot right in. Has the Amherst wrestler flattened out pretty nice. Looks like he has a bundle working.
Ref calls stalemate.
We'll start him back over.
Bazinski from Amherst had a good first move, countered very well by Avon Lake.
There's 20 seconds left in the second period. The wrestler's in a scramble situation here. We'll see who comes out on top. Bazinski did a nice job of hooking that leg. And he got his reversal.
And at the end of the second period, C.J. Bazinski, Amherst 6, Jim Emerson, Avon Lake 3. Starting the third period, Emerson from Avon Lake chooses down. One escape. Emerson makes the score 6-4 in favor of Amherst.
Emerson in on a low single. Scramble, now Emerson on a single leg of his own.
Ref calls stalemate. He's going to start him back neutral with 50 seconds left in the match.
And wrestlers go out of bounds.
Still 6-4 in favor of Bazinski from Amherst. Roughly 25 seconds left in the match.
Emerson's working hard to try to earn this takedown, but Bazinski's showing some good defense, and he hits a nice chuck on his own to score a takedown. And brings the score to 8-4 with 10 seconds left.
Bazinski gives up a reversal. Emerson, 8-6. And that will be the final score. 8-6 Bazinski. Amherst is the final at 152 pounds. Going into 160 pounds. Lorain has no wrestlers. We're going to go ahead and cover the championship match here. 160 pounds, sponsored by Nick Mayer Lincoln. We have Roman Wake from Columbia, who was a district qualifier, against Mike Wersch of Amherst, who was also a district qualifier. Wake is a senior and Wersch is a sophomore. Got to bring him back to the mat.
Wersch trying to work behind Wake.
Nice scramble. Gets to 2. Wersch throwing in the boots.
He has Wake flattened out and pretty nicely, but comes out of the boot ride.
Wake gets the escape. 25 seconds left in the first. Wersch from Amherst is up 2-1.
And that'll be the end of the first period. Wersch of Amherst is up 2-1 over Wake of Columbia. To start the second period, Wersch chooses to go down. Wake did a nice job of dropping to a single as Wersch was almost getting his escape. No points awarded yet.
And Wersch is locked in, and he gets the reversal. Wersch with a nice armbar roll over there.
Looks like Wake's coming out the back. And he gets around and gets his reversal.
There was 2 back points also awarded to Wersch. 15 seconds left in the second. That makes the score at the end of the second period 6-3 in favor of Wersch from Amherst.
Mike Wersch of Amherst was the sectional finalist, the Avon Lake Placer, and
Wake of Columbia has choice starting the third. He chooses down.
Taylor Workman of Valeria was 24-18. He was seventh at the Bill Dice Memorial, fifth at the NOC, third and sectional district qualifier, 4.0 grade point average.
It's like Worse is trying to work for a cradle here.
Wake's doing a nice job of getting to his base and to his feet. He can keep that hand control, but Worse able to drop to a low single. Worse still in control here. Wake working to get his leg free.
It's 30 seconds left in the match.
And he has his reversal, who makes the score 6-5 in favor of Worse of Amherst with 20 seconds left. So Wake needs to get a turn here.
Looking hard at it. Five seconds left in the match. He's got to go now. And at the end of the third, the match at 160 pounds, your champion, 2012 Lorain County All-Stars, is Mike Worse from Amherst.
And for the remaining 20 seconds of this weight class, we're going to move over to mat 3, where Taylor Workman of Elyria is wrestling Christian Quiles of Brookside. The score is 8-6. The wrestlers seem to be in a pretty neutral position. And that'll do it in that
Taylor
match
Workman
also. And Workman is your third place finisher at 160-pound weight class.
At 170 pounds, sponsored by the Wellington Eagles. On mat number 3, we are going to have Josh Klaus of Columbia, he is a senior in a district qualifier, going against John Finley of Lorain, who is also a senior in a district qualifier. And we will be underway here in the 170-pound match for 5th and 6th place at the 2012 Lorain County All-Stars.
Again, we have Johnny Finley of Lorain wrestling against Josh Klaus of Columbia. Johnny has an underhook in. Nice drag. Is he able to keep his feet in? Looks like he is, but he was not able to finish the takedown. Switches to a single.
Trying to bring him back to the center of the mat. The trip, still nothing. He's got gave him the 2. Then gave him a quick escape. It's 2-1 in favor of Finley from Lorain.
We got 45 seconds left to go on in the first period here.
Finley in with a nice single.
Nice trip on the edge of the mat. No points awarded though, so the wrestlers remain neutral and head back to the center.
Score remains 2-1, Findlay, Lorain. 20 seconds left in the first period.
In the 170, Josh Klaus at Columbia High was third place in the Brooklyn Sectional. Columbia High Invitational, third place. Worcester Invitational.
Finley in with another single.
2012 Wrestler Honor Roll and the Beachwood Invitational, second place and fourth place.
Looks like time ran out in the
Nobody's
first period.
there. They finally realize it. It is 2-1 after the first period in favor of Findlay of Lorain. Klaus wins a choice for second, and he chooses neutral.
In the 170, Jacob Worthington at Keystone is the chip ball, first place, district fifth place, state all.
Nice scramble by Findlay.
Holmes third place, PA was second in the PAC, second in the sectional, 4-point grade point average. Jason Anthony of Pavilion is 44 and 4, took first place.
Nice throw by.
First at Bellevue, first at the
You know,
Reserve.
Klaus able to recover though. He's in on a single. Yanni staying tight to the body, showing good defense here. And they go out of bounds.
Finley with an underhook. And
Klaus with a
nice hip toss. Now he's got a nice headlock in.
He has his 2 takedown, working for some backs here. Johnny trying to pop his head and go. Does get his head popped, and he gets 1-point escape. No reversal because they went out of bounds.
Scores 3-3 in the second period with 20 seconds left.
In the 170, Caleb Rose of Avon Lake was Trafalgar Heights, second place, third in the sectional, fourth in Lorain, second at Mid-Park, third at East Lake North, and second in Columbia.
And at the end of the second period, it is all tied up at 3. Finley with the choice. He chooses neutral.
Finley on a single. He's able to power his way through and
hasn't been awarded yet. Gives him 2 takedown. Looks like he was trying to work to get some back points there. Nothing.
brings the score to 5-3 with a little over a minute left in the third period. Klaus goes down.
Finley lets him go. Klaus with the escape point. Makes the score 5-4 in favor of Finley from Lorain.
Johnny with a duck under and a return.
And he
there
gives
it
him
is.
2.
Brings the score 7-4 in favor of Johnny Finley. Looks like Johnny might attempt to ride him out for the remaining 30 seconds of this period.
Looks like he's going for a tilt here. He's getting a couple back points in.
Looks like a 5 count. So Johnny should be receiving 3 back points here. 10 seconds left to go in the match.
Final score is going to be 10-5 in favor of Finley from Lorain. Finley takes 5th place at the 2012 Lorain County All-Stars.
And with that match ending, we'll head to the championship match for the remaining 22 seconds. We have Jason Anthony of Vermilion wrestling Jacob Worthington of Keystone.
The score is currently 9-8 in favor
of Jason Anthony
of Vermilion. And he is on top currently right now.
So Worthington of Keystone is looking to get a quick escape with 20 seconds left and hopefully tie this match up or possibly a reversal and take a win. Anthony did a nice job of returning Worthington. 5 seconds to go. And that'll do it. So Jason Anthony of Vermilion is able to hang on to a hard-fought win over Jacob Worthington of Keystone and receive the championship at 170 pounds at the 2012 Lorain County All-Stars.
Next up at the championship match at 182 pounds, sponsored by Nick Mayer Lincoln, we're going to have Brandon Heidinger of Columbia. He is a senior, and he placed 8th in state this year. He will be wrestling Alec Medina of Lorain, who is also a senior and was a state alternate in Division I. Looks like we're getting ready to go. No announcements here.
I think we're in the clear.
Brandon Heidinger of Columbia is 42-3 in Division III this year. And Alec Medina is 33-9. Looks like they're holding them off again. Looks like they're going to be giving awards out here.
Oh, I think we're going to rumble here.
182 pounds. Match underway here. Both wrestlers filling each other out right now.
It's like they're fighting to control hands, control ties, set up each other's moves. They're not really leaving too much open for the other opponent. Medina in on a nice single. And a nice bow for a 2-point takedown.
Medina looked to ride him out here in his first period. 20 seconds left. And at the end of the first period, it is 2-0 in favor of Medina from Lorain. Heidinger, Columbia, wins the toss. He chooses down to start the second period.
Medina working a spiral ride. But Heidinger is able to get to his feet. Nice escape, makes the score 2-1. We're getting into the upper weights here, especially with the 182 pounds. So the matches are kind of slowing down a little bit as they get to the bigger, stronger guys. Medina's showing some good hands defense, guarding his legs very well.
.30 seconds left in the period.
Looks like he tried a big move there. Medina's able to counter it and score a takedown of his own, which brings the score to 4-1 with 15 seconds left in the second period.
Looks like he had some sort of headlock.
Yeah. That was definitely a 5-pointer.
And at the end of the third period, we have Medina Lorain 4, Heidinger Columbia down. It is Medina's choice here in the third. He chooses down to start. Caution on Medina. Looks like Medina's got good hand control and he gets free. Gets his escape.
Nice snap down.
Nice hit. Ooh.
Yeah, nice ankle pick, which led to a takedown. Brings the score to 7-1. That was set up very nicely by Medina.
Yes, it was.
And a cross-arm dump. No points awarded, though.
30 seconds left in the match. Medina well in control, 7-1.
Medina doing a good job of riding the Columbia wrestler out here. There's a short time on the clock in the match. The wrestlers go out of bounds. And that'll do it. Alec Medina is your 182-pound Lorain County Wrestling champion. Another strong performance by Lorain High Titans.
Okay, get out your tickets again.
And we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And we'll be right back at your Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Meet for the 2012.
We're asking folks about marriage.
You know, marriage makes me think of sports. You know, teamwork, dedication.
Okay, let's see what people say.
Let's say your marriage is a sport. What sport would it be?
Basketball. Surfing.
They have to be a team sport.
A lot of back and forth.
A lot of people watching.
So how many people are influenced by your marriage?
Hundreds. You really think about the ripple effect.
It's like a wave.
Want to improve your marriage? For ideas, go to foryourmarriage.org and message from the Catholic Church.
Alrighty, welcome back to the 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Meet. We're on a 195-pound weight class, sponsored by King Realty. I'm Ewan Ross, and this is Jose Torres. And in the championship match, we're going to have wrestling GL Tall of Brookside against Zach Fromback of Midview.
And we are underway. I would like to say that while we're out at commercial, they did announce the Lorain County Wrestler of the Year for Divisions 1, 2, and 3. Division 3, they had a tie. It was Brian and William Spangler. The Spangler brothers from Keystone were co-Wrestlers of the Year in Division 3.
Both state placers.
In Division 2 was Josh Ambergy of Brookside. Took Wrestler of the Year in Division 2. And Division 1 was Zane, well, hold on a minute. Division I was Zane Zeman of Avon, who is a
two-time state placer.
He was runner-up last year. He took third this year. He's went to state. Real tough wrestler.
Yes, he's going to continue his wrestling at the University of Minnesota, they said so. All these wrestlers had a great senior seasons, and congratulations to them all.
Back to the match here. Looks like Fromback from Midview is up 3-2.
Fromback looks like a smaller wrestler than Tao or Brookside. And that would end the first period. Score 3-2 in favor of Fromback of Midview. Tall chooses down and gets a quick escape to tie the score up at 3-3. Fromback doing a good job of working a 2-on-1. Wrestlers go out of bounds though, not able to use it to his advantage.
Still 3-3, 1 minute to go in the second period. A lot of hand fighting going on, trying to gain control.
Oh, Todd trying to attempt a big move here with short time left in the second period.
Still no one yet. Out of bounds.
Wrestlers remain neutral.
8 seconds left in the second. End of the second, score remains tied at 3. Fromback has choice, he chooses down.
Fromback making quick use of the
And
switch.
He gave it to him.
And he got his reversal. Makes the score 5-3, and a quick escape by Tall makes the score 5-4 now. 1:15 left to go in the third period. Tall attempted a drag it seems, but Fromback was able to capitalize and take him down. So scoring 2-point takedown of his own makes the score 7-4 in favor of Midview.
1 minute to go in the match. One escape for Tao Midview, makes the score 7-5.
Both wrestlers seem to like to work from a tie-up. Therefore, they're having a hard time controlling it, working for hand control.
20 seconds left. Tao's got to go for something. He's losing by 2.
Looks like setting for the big move, and there it is.
Nothing yet.
Almost had a lateral drop there.
And he pulls Fromback right on top of him. Fromback gets the 2. Now we're neutral, 9-6. 3 seconds left. Fromback's going to go ahead and win this match. Fromback is your Lorain County All-Star champion at 195 pounds. For the remainder of the match, we're going to switch over to the 3rd and 4th place match where we have Dennis Breeding of Amherst and Michael Lowe of Clearview. Breeding is up 4-1 with 20 seconds left in the second period.
And that'll be well, there's 1 second left in the second period now with the score of 4-1. In favor of Breeding of Amherst. And that'll do it for the second period. As we get ready to begin the third period, it is Amherst's choice, and Breeding is choosing the down position.
Michael Lowe is only a junior. He was a district qualifier. Breeding from Amherst is a sophomore, and he was a district alternate. He gets his escape there, making the score 5-1 with 1:15 left in the match.
Wrestlers remain neutral as they head back to the center of the mat. Michael Lowe with a quick shot off the whistle, and Breeding able to capitalize with a quick snap down and go around. Lets Michael Lowe up. The score now is 7-2 with around 30 seconds left.
.25 seconds to go. Breeding's doing a nice job of circling.
Michael Lowe's gonna have to pick up the pace here if he wants to attempt a big move. Try and catch up here. He's only down 5 points, so one big move can put him right back in this match. He attempted something, but didn't work out.
End of the match. Dennis Breeding of Amherst, 7-2 over Michael Lowe of Amherst for 3rd place at 195 pounds.
McGruff, the crime dog here. We've all heard of identity theft. Now I'm going to show you how those thieves do it. Watch. He's secretly photographing her credit card with his cell phone. Now watch. They pretend they have a package to deliver, and while they're trying to fit it in the mailbox, they're taking her credit card payments and other paid bills. To learn how to protect yourself from identity theft, go to weprevent.org. Keep your identity to yourself and help take a bite out of crime.
Welcome back to the 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Matches. This is Yulin Ralston and Jose Torres, and we're coming to you live from Wellington High School. Over the break, the 220-pound wrestlers wrestled, and that weight class was sponsored by the Elyria Catholic Panther Club. And Deshaunte Davis of Lorain lost a hard-fought battle to Adam Kuchta from Elyria Catholic in a score of 1-0. And now we're on to the heavyweight matches sponsored by Wellington Wrestling. And on mat number 3, we have Devin Hill of Lorain wrestling against TJ Halstead of Elyria for 3rd and 4th place. Score is 0-0. We're halfway through the first period.
A lot of hand ties going on.
In the 220, sixth place, Jason Brunston of Keystone. Fifth place, Stephen Moody of Amherst. Adam Cooper of Clearview third. Matt Dawson of Northridge of fourth.
It looked like he was attempting a headlock, but Halstead was able to get behind him and return to the mat, but no points rewarded yet. Nice job of scrambling by Hill.
It's the end of the first period. Score remains 0-0. Looks like Halstead Elyria has won the toss. Deferred to Hill Lorain, and Hill chooses down. And he looks like he got the reversal.
Nice job of wrestling on the edge of the mat there by Hill. He was able to keep both legs in bounce and therefore score his 2-point reversal, making the score 2-0 with 1:10 to go in the second period.
Looks like Hill's trying to a turn here. He's getting out there. He's trying to run the half. Getting his back points.
You want to try and sit back and put his weight on the Elyria wrestler's shoulders. Almost got it.
3 near fall. 5-0 Hill of Lorain. 30 seconds left in the second period. Looks like Hill was trying to tilt.
Nice cross arm dump. No points scored though.
Hill's doing a good job of riding here, getting some points. And the second period comes to an end. It is 5-0 in favor of Hill from Lorain. Halstead from Elyria has choice. And I believe he chose top.
Hill, nice job working his base, getting to his feet. And was ran out of bounds.
Is that his base? Hill doing a good job of widening his base here. Gets to his feet, hand control, gets the escape.
Makes the score 6-0 in favor of Hill. There's 50 seconds left to go in the third period. Interested to see how Halstead goes about trying to make this comeback.
Hill tried another throw there. Got 2. That makes the score 8-0 in favor of Hill from Lorain with 28 seconds remaining in the match. Hill chops him and gets him with a tilt. Looked like he got a 2 count there, and he did. Makes the score 10-0 in favor of Hill. 20 seconds left in the match.
He'll doing a nice job of riding, staying really tight, putting a lot of pressure, working tilts, which is something you don't usually see in the heavyweight weight class.
And that is the end of the match. Hill from Lorain wins 10-0. Major decision and takes third place.
And that'll do it for wrestling tonight. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back to wrap things up at the 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Stars.
Brittany, what are you reading?
The History of Lorain City Schools. It's a pretty interesting book. You should read it.
What a wonderful idea. I think I will too.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Well, I just want to know what y'all were reading. Oh, the history of Lorain City Schools?
Johnny, I'm really starting to feel this book.
You too? I thought it was just me.
Hey, what you guys doing? This is the library.
But Killian,
sit down already.
Don't understand.
Yeah, it's this book, Titan Enterprise brought on Lorain City Schools. It just makes you want to dance.
Just read it.
You're right.
What's going on in here? Don't you know this is a library?
I said the same thing.
It's the book.
Just read it. Just read it.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So that's how you drop
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Nip it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it.
Welcome back to the 2012 Lorain County Wrestling All-Star Meet. We're wrapping things up here. I'm Yulin Rawson. This is my co-host, Jose Torres. We want to say congratulations to all the wrestlers who competed tonight and all throughout Lorain County, especially those who may have taken home some awards today, such as the Lorain County Wrestler of the Years, also the Paul Reynolds Trophy, and also to all the inductees into the Hall of Fame.
I believe he said it all. So on that note, have a good night.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools, TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.